But I guarantee if I walk out the door and if there's a whole line of chicks out there, I'll get more compliments and they'll gravitate to me more than any one of you guys. I mean, no disrespect, for the simple reason now a lot of women look for security. They look for mature men, not necessarily the thug. You can be a corporate thug. You don't have to curse in a woman and be a yobo with your pants hanging down now, because that's really the description of down low brothers now.
But that's how you.
But what I'm saying is that, but women look for mature men. They have a mature conversation. They're sure about themselves. And when you're sure about yourself, you got a certain swagger, and everybody see that swagger.
They call us old school, but they mimicking our style.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we just the same thing these kids doing now. We've been doing for a while.
How you doing, man?
How you doing, brother?
Yeah, cool, man.
All right.
Man, you got to join in. We're talking about dating today.
First of all, I come from a culture where dating is not an option anyway.
Right.
To start with. Now, I realize I'm living in a society where dating is an option. Now, I have three daughters now that are the oldest is 11. Now, it's very important for me to understand that I have to teach them that even though you're living in this society, there are still some things that you are not allowed to do.
Right.
So it's important for me to set up those boundaries. If we're going to even consider dating, we're going to have to make sure that, number one, there's no sex involved.
That's right.
Bottom line.
That's right.
And plus, no sex involved whatsoever.
No sex involved.
Whatsoever.
No sex.
Okay?
None.
That's the bottom line. The way you teach them values.
Yeah.
You know, I think that because they're gonna be out there, I'm not gonna be there. But
Right.
if I do a good job teaching them at home, also instilling in them the fear of the Lord, I think it's very important.
Wait a minute. I think that's the key point. I think if we're teaching them biblical principles and what the keys of the kingdom, the commandments, about the law of God, I think that fear is what you're talking about.
Absolutely, that's the fear I'm looking at now. The bottom line here is that they are able to look at a young man and say, okay, this is not for me.
Right.
Based on what they've learned in the house, based on the way they saw me treat their mother and other ladies around them. So I think it's very key, just trying to instill in them that sense of responsibility so that they can make a decision when I'm not around.
Right.
They can make a decision and say, okay, this is not what I need, this is not good for me, I have to move on.
That's right.
You know?
Well, I like that. You know, he got some good points. Then I think that's the foundational. You know, we understand what they might do, what they want to do, but I think, you know, teaching those home values and responsibility. What you think?
I think that's easier said than done. I mean, you know, one gift God has given us, you know, is the choice to make our own decisions. You know, and also can be a bad thing. I know you said that you know, when we dating, it should be like no sex. That's easier said than done. When you got peer pressure and a lot of things go through your mind, it's not that easy. You know, you want to do right, you know, but you know, it happens.
You're saying peer pressure now.
I mean,
when I think about peer pressure, it's your boys telling you get it.
I mean,
those are loins. That ain't peer pressure, man. You know, you got to fight that feeling.
I mean, that's just like smoking a cigarette. You know, smoking cigarettes is bad for you. You know, so but in the back of your mind, and every day you see it today, people still smoke cigarettes. You know, you can get cancer off of it, but we still do it. It's a lot of things that we know that is bad for us and it's not good for us, but we do it anyway. You know, so I mean, I think that falls under that category to where, you know, you just got to be strong-minded. You know, at the end of the day, you got to know that, hey, you know, I mean, if you want to go biblical on it, you know, it's right there, you know, but I mean, luckily, you know, we do have a forgiving God, you know, because all of us make mistakes. You know, no sin is greater than the other. You know,
that's a very good point. So you know, it doesn't matter across the board. Sin is sin, right?
And if I can say this, I think the biggest thing is, you know, it's up to the woman. You know, it's educating the woman and you know, enlightening the women what's going on, because the young ladies is the ones that hold the key, because they say no. It's no. Right. And the thing about it also is if you know, if they respect themselves, not saying they're disrespectful for doing it, but if they respect themselves enough and the guy respect them, they can wait. You know what I'm saying? And that's the bottom line, because they got a lot of pressure also. And it's nothing that nobody have a simple formula for. But I know as man, as dad, we're going to say, hey, love for my daughter, but I don't care what you do, because the windows will open, they can creep out. Or they can go to Walmart, say they're going grocery shopping. It only take 15 minutes after that. So it's about the relationship and you injecting the right things in them from the start.
I think you mentioned, you made a good point about, you said peer pressure, but I really don't believe the society has a tendency to simplify things. What you call peer pressure is really low self-esteem. Kids go out there, they have low self-esteem, and they feel like they need their peers to justify them. They need their peers to live their life. But the bottom line is, if you are aware of your value, for a young lady, you know you're a queen. Your dad is a king. There's nobody out there that can say something or do something to cause you to make a wrong decision. I think that's just the bottom line. I think that we have to teach those values, and we have to allow our kids to earn that self-esteem and just know that whatever decision they make, they're gonna have to suffer the consequences.
Right, that's right.
I think that's just the bottom line.
Yeah, I think those are good points. And man, all you guys, man, I really appreciate y'all just coming in. You got what was that? Okay.
This is the conclusion right here.
Respect.
Yeah.
But like you said, man, it comes back down, you know, to having, you know, a mother and a father, you know, in your household. You know, a mother can't be a father to a boy. There's only so much